Aries, welcome to your intimate tarot reading. What's up? What's going on? And once more, happy birthday to you. Cannot wait to check out your intimate tarot today. Speaking of which, let's jump into the opening disclaimers as per usual. So, if you are new to the channel or intimate tarot overall, and you want to know why I read it, the purpose it serves, who am I talking to, how does it apply, that kind of thing, I have outlined that for you in the description box if you want to peruse that, yeah? Just a heads up, though, if you're that person who is uncomfortable with the subjects of sexual energy, sexual descriptions, that kind of thing, feel free to pass this message type up. It's not for you, no offense taken, none whatsoever. All tarot, like all YouTube, is at will, free will. You don't have to watch, never mind participate, okay? And especially knowing from the very beginning that it might upset you because it's not your thing, which means you will take nothing from it except to maybe be upset, and I don't want that for you, okay? I'm here to help. That's why. My regular collectors will tell you it's really not too dissimilar from a general love reading, just with additional layers of intimacy kind of pocketed throughout the whole thing. Sometimes I get very specific descriptions, sometimes I don't. The idea is, are we aware of our sexual energy as a person, therefore with our partners, so on and so forth. But there you go. If you choose to watch, like always, take it resonates. If it does not, reverse energies as you see fit. Although I have been seeing quite a few folks enter relationships, which means they were single at the beginning of the baseline. That could be you as well. What's going on, please? Do keep in mind these are general collective readings, not one-to-one private. Which is to say they may not resonate at all, which is frustrating, but also very, very normal. Okay? In which case, check your other placements. You will find yourself in there somewhere. Show me Aries, please. Show me Aries in that sexual energy. Show me Aries, please, in that sexual energy. Yours is the last of today. So I'm nice and relaxed and all warmed up for you. That's what she said. Sentiment tarot, honey. If you can't throw down a he said, she said joke, we got problems, okay? I know so many of you just rolled your eyes, and that's my regular crew. You know what's up. Welcome back. What's going on? I know, honey. I have that personality. I have that sense of humor. Whether I like it or not, I do. That's just how I am, honey. That's just how I am. Let's take a look at you. 7 of Cups, 2 of Swords. I don't know if I'm open to love or anything else otherwise. Okay. Knight of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. Well, we're going to have to start making decisions because somebody's slowly but surely marching in your direction with the intent to invest, and you're like, I don't know that I see love in my future. I'm not necessarily convinced of it, and I don't even know that I necessarily want it. Deal with that. Well, that's not me, honey. I'm putting down the cards. So you either identify with that space or you don't. I just know that something somewhere is coming toward you. Slow, but steady. Steady hand, steady energy, steady investment. We'll see. I have no idea what you're talking about. That's the Aries. You're like, I don't see any options. I don't even know how options are possible right now. I don't even know if I'm available for love or sex. Never mind any of that. I don't know. There's that kind of insistence on, I just can't see it. Like, it's not feasible. It sounds ridiculous to you. It's like ludicrous. You can't see it. Like, you just can't see it. Okay. And because we have owies, okay? We have some Ten of Swords here. We have a bridge of pain between yourself, possibly incoming connection, and where you're at today. All right, what's going on? Weeks, months. We have the 4 of Wands, 3 of Swords, and the 6 of Cups. Queen of Cups is in the outcome. Well, I'm happy to report you're feeling a lot better. We got some soul bond energy here. 4 of Wands, some sense of relationship. This is between you and I. You add some soul bond on top of that. It's a really unique sort of relationship that has played out a certain way. It says 3 of Swords. You both experience pain, disappointment, some sense of rejection between you two. Is this resolvable? Is it solvable? That kind of thing. And then you're showing me towards the end there that you feel a lot better than your initial opening. Okay, so something's happening. Something's getting worked through. Something's getting resolved through. Let's start with checking you out, because this is so on Aries. I love using big words. I really do. But with my lisp, it makes some of my favorite words almost impossible to say. This is the antithesis. I love that word. I can't say it very well to save my life. Every now and again I get lucky and I'm not so self-conscious. There's another fun one. This is the opposite. Let's just settle for that, shall we? Move it on. This is the opposite of Aries. Okay, this is very un-Aries, right? There's that sense of Aries is known for power, drive, direction, focus, dedication. Get out of my way. And they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. Right here. There's nothing to drive towards. There's nothing to be ambitious towards. There's nothing to be in love with. What are you talking about? So I'm going to start with you. Right over here. Let's crack open those 7 of Cups. Let's see what's on your mind. Or rather, what's in your heart. The antithesis. Damn it. Every time. When I'm not aware, no problem, right? But as soon as I remember, tongue locks up. You know? Oh, 7 of Cups. Let's see that 7 of Cups, please. Show me that 7 of Cups. Show me that 7 of Cups. Show me that 7 of Cups, please. Show me that 7 of Cups. Okay. Ace of Swords, the 9 of Swords, 4 Swords. You're like, look, I'm stressed out and I can't be dealing with love right now. Okay. I can't. I made that decision. So long as you made the decision, that's all I care about. That shows me. See, I did it again. A conscious level of thanking. Thank you. It shows me you're very aware. You're aware that you don't feel too good about options in love and that you haven't for a while. The idea of it stresses you out and then you shut it down. But you know it. So at least you're aware of it. You're not unaware of it. You say you've been working on it for a while with the 4 Swords. You say you just can't see yourself being open to love, and I don't blame you. There's too much knocking around in terms of kind of disdain. You just don't see it as being viable or believable, not for yourself or just right now. It looks like it's bordering on cynicism, but you're working on it. You're working. I'm not laughing at you at all. It's just the process I'm looking at for you right now. It's either something you resonate with or you don't. You either feel a little jaded, a little shut down towards the idea of options in love, or you don't. And you're saying it just puts too much stress on your mind and too much stress on your soul, and you're not convinced about any of it. Okay? Once bitten, twice or 3 times as shy. That kind of thing. Let's see that 2 of Swords. Let's see that 2 of Swords. I mean, like I said, to your credit, you are trying to work through it with the 4 Swords. You are aware. You're aware. You are aware of the idea that you have a poor kind of attitude towards the idea of being open to love. You know? And I don't think you want to have that level of cynicism. I don't. That's why you're working on it with the 4 Swords. But reasonably, you would counter, you can't see yourself being involved either. I don't blame you. I got it. Let's see that 2 of Swords. Just as long as you're aware, that's going to help ease down that sense of agitation, frustration, anxiety. Okay? Let's see that 2 of Swords. Show me that 2 of Swords. Show me that 2 of Swords. Seven of Pentacles, 6 of Swords. The last time you thought something was going somewhere, turns out we were wrong. Okay. And you still don't quite understand how that happened. Okay. It was slow. You're saying whatever it is you were last involved in, relationship-wise, it's like it wasn't about the speed. But the last time you found yourself involved with something, you found it extremely difficult to understand its growth pattern, if it ever had one that was consistent. That's the problem with 7 of Pentacles, guys. It's inconsistent growth, okay? Or it's slow growth, or it's a combination of those two. The inconsistency of the growth is lending to the slowness. Things aren't growing consistently, so it slows everything down. Regardless of whatever it is you were last involved with, it's something that you have not been able to, like I said, get over. Not yet. And you said that you were perpetually met with a sense of blockage. Were you supposed to move on for it? Were you supposed to stand up and fight for it? How long were you supposed to hang in there? Your sexual frustration was really, really high the last time it was connected to somebody. And that's something that you still haven't gotten over. The frustration of this. What is this? What am I involved in? Is there growth here? Because all I am is confused and frustrated, sexually and otherwise. Emotional confusion, sexual confusion, mental confusion. That's a lot of, I don't know what the hell I'm in, but I'm in something. You had no clear proof of any one direction about what you were involved in or why or what the hell your motivation was. You just found yourself in a position time and again of feeling blocked from any real growth, from any real sense of fulfillment. There's nothing about this that feels at all or remotely satisfying. So yeah, whatever it is that you are still kind of stuck with in your head, it's still affecting you to this day. But you're aware of it. And awareness is half the battle. Okay? Once you're aware of something, you actually have reasonable grounds to fix it, to heal it. Okay? Learn from it. That's the Aries I'm looking at today. And I don't blame you if you have a touch of cynicism attached to you. You're aware of it. You don't like the feeling. Ergo, you're not involved. And that's why you don't see options as being feasible, because logically they're not. You're not in a good place to receive options either. So why would you? Where's your motivation? Last time you had motivation, it was confusing as hell. And you had no proof of why the hell you were fighting for it or in it. Make sense? You're like, yes, okay, I get that. See, you're not crazy. You're not crazy. You experience what you experience. It's called burnout, honey. You know, it happens to the best of us. How the hell did I end up in this? What was I doing? Where the hell was this going? Why was I doing it? Why was I doing it this long? Yeah, trust me. You don't need to be rushing into anything right now. You're okay. You just take care of you, all right? You take care of you. Now, who's this person? Knight of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. It's, well, speaking of speed and attachment, it's a little slow, all right? But we have kind of like a commanding, I know what I'm doing presence, King of Pentacles here. Let's clarify. What's up with this? The Knight of Pentacles, some of that Knight of Pentacles. I know what that is. It's like it's all, and there's no relief. There's no emotional relief of being in love with somebody, or that it's reciprocated or shared, or that it's equal. There's no sexual relief. It's all tension. And there's no mental relief. So it's like you were wound up with somebody like this all the time. What does this mean? What does this mean? And why the hell am I in it? You get it? I hope you do. Because that might look like a mess to you. It makes sense through my eyes, okay? And if you've ever lived that, you know. You know. Let's see that Knight of Pentacles. Let's see that Knight of Pentacles, please. Two of Swords, Eight of Wands, Seven of Wands. Oh. Okay. I think I'm starting to see the origins of your confusion. Yeah. That Two of Swords don't just apply to you, honey. It's bouncing off of them. You're like, I don't understand what the hell they wanted. Of course you wouldn't. They never told you. And it's looking like they had a lot of time to tell you. Let's jump on. Hold on. I'll finish that thought in just a moment. I want to see this King of Pentacles, who's, by all rights, if they're going to say they're King of Pentacles, that means they're claiming in some way. Or they're supposed to be mature enough to understand they can claim something. Invest, understand who they are, and then be able to convey it to someone else. Okay, that's the whole point of being a king or a queen, is that you have that maturity level to say, this is who I am, this is what I'm about, this is what I'm investing in, this is what I want. I'll get back to that. Hold on. Because apparently what they wanted was here. I'm sorry, I can't. I just want to finish that, but they kept blocking it. They blocked the shot. Whenever they had the opportunity to speak, they didn't, and insisted upon confusion. And then they had plenty of time to speak their truth. The Knight of Pentacles is slow as hell. He's got pros. Being methodical is one, but that just makes the argument worse. Because if you're methodical, if you're a blueprint kind of person, that means you had ample time to write that blueprint and then therefore speak what you wanted. And they shut it down. Talked themselves out of it time and again. So let's see that King of Pentacles. Judgment, Queen of Cups, the Six of Cups. They didn't know how to claim this connection in their heart, despite having felt the magnitude of it. Damn. There was a lesson that was attached to them to step up and claim up or get the hell out. Six of Cups is here. Judgment. The Queen of Cups. They knew what they felt for this in their heart, but they couldn't claim it. Again, the responsibility of being a king or a queen suggests ownership. They couldn't own what they feel. Hence the block shot. And they had plenty of time to convey their thoughts, their feelings, their actions, intentions. They had all the time in the world. They had a lot of time to speak unto what they naturally felt, even felt called to, in a way that you can only understand if judgment, if you've ever experienced it. It's like a soft breeze on a warm summer day. You feel compelled to listen to what nature's trying to tell you. That's what judgment's like. It's not as forceful as people think it is. It's that whisper in the wind that's trying to talk to you. Yes, I know, it's shitty metaphors. It's hard for human beings to understand. But if you've ever felt that moment of judgment where you had that opportunity to step into the void and make things clear, i.e. make a decision and start claiming things, you know what the feeling is, the sensation is. It's kind of like going, right, while that breeze is hitting your face. This is where it is. This is where I stand. This is the decision. This is what I need to learn. They felt the weight of the lesson in this, a deep connection that is unique, that they are uniquely imprinted upon. They themselves. It's not just them, it's you too. They felt the love in their heart for this. And that moment in time, I said, this is for you. Will you step into it? Will you step up to it? And here was the reality. Insistence upon confusion and the blockage of communication. So I'm guessing then, and all that time in the world to express what they needed to express, to say what they needed to say. So here we have the absolute, I don't want to say failure, but the denial of every single opportunity this person had to make themselves clear. So I'm guessing what you got was confusing feedback. People have no idea how far that Two of Swords goes. A little bit of confusion can disrupt everything. So because we insisted upon confusing communication that never seemed to get to the point, because the point was always blocked, what you got was, the hell is this? Why do I keep fighting for this? Why am I still in this, begrudgingly seeing how slow this is growing and there's no clear definition about what the hell we're doing? Because they participated in their own confusion. They fed it back to you. You repeated the cycle. They kept doing more. That's why you saw inconsistent growth or none at all. And that what puts you in this position of saying, what the hell am I fighting for? Because you got exhausted by this. This is why there's a touch of cynicism in this, guys. It's not for lack of reason. There's a reason why you're showing me cynicism and I don't understand what the hell happened. It's because you literally don't. You got caught in a confusing, I can't commit to what I'm saying and feeling feedback loop with somebody that left you no wiser for why the hell you were sticking up for this or stuck around at all. Why the hell did I participate? It was like, you know what? I can't do options in love. It's not very attractive. Yeah, I don't blame you. Like I said, if you've ever been caught up in something like this, you know. You know the exhaustion. And then you question yourself and everything that you've ever decided upon. How did I end up here? Because I don't have this. I told you at the opening this is very un-Aries. Because it is. It's not who you are. I know it's not. And that's why you're trying to work on it and heal it, because you know it's not who you are either. Okay. So in other words, it's not just you. Of course it's not just you. It took two. To create the miscommunication, misleading, dodging, denying, smoke and mirrors. Because we couldn't accept what we were feeling, literally. And just to be clear, what was felt by this person is beautiful. Fullness of heart, the love, the acceptance of it. I love you. They know this. They heard it, they felt it. And they probably even felt to some extent, I love this too, but I can't say it. That's why you're stuck with the confusion and what the hell happened. All right. So indeed, what bridges you two is the Ten of Swords. Okay. Well now. Okay. Let's see that Ten of Swords. Yeah, like I said, they're still technically headed in your direction though. So whatever this is isn't quite done. I'm still seeing the Six of Cups for you in the future. And that Queen of Cups space, of course. It wasn't you that failed to express your heart. It's locked in theirs, what you said to them. But they couldn't get their own words out. Okay? Okay. Let's see that Ten of Swords, please. The Magician, Seven of Cups, the Two of Pentacles. It's going back to this state of I don't want anything. Okay. Again, I don't blame you. You're aware of this. You're working on it. It's kind of like saying I want to be in the position of wanting something someday, but today is not that day. For now, I'm fine not pursuing options in love. And again, I believe you. You love this quite a bit. You were in love with this person. You're tired. You're exhausted. You got to learn from it what you need to learn from it. You got to rest on what you need to rest on. You got to learn what you need to learn. Right now, you're showing me I can't even begin. The idea of options to you is exhausting. The idea that you want something is exhausting. You can't take your magician skills seriously. All this stuff. It's like the last time I wanted something that big, I got hurt. It's like I cannot trust myself to manifest. I don't want you to push it. The pain is still with you. The ending is still with you. God dang it. Didn't that piss you off? Because they even know this person literally has the comfort and they were nurtured by your feeling that you express so beautifully and naturally in connection to this. And they thrived on it. They thrived on it. But you didn't get any of that same thriving in return. So I know they did not return the sentiment, even though they felt it. Yeah. Why? Because they couldn't claim it, couldn't speak it, man. But they thrived on it, but they couldn't claim it. And that clearly wasn't returned to you, because you were left with a big mess of why the hell did I get involved with this? So yeah, no, I see you wanting the desire to manifest later, but today's not that day. Nor should you. If you're going to manifest, you need to know that you're doing it and that it's correct for you. Otherwise, you're just wanting for the sake of it, and that doesn't do anybody any good, right? It's not going to do you any good. Like, I don't know what the hell to manifest anymore, and I don't know what to believe. I don't blame you. Again, leave that alone for now. I think you know that. All right. Let's see if this person, as slow as they might be, make contact with you again, because I'm still seeing it for you in future. Let's see that Four of Wands, please. Let's see that Four of Wands. Let's see that Four of Wands. There's the contact, Eight of Wands, Queen of Swords, and the Five of Wands. Someone decided to speak up. Don't know who. It's whoever is personifying that Queen of Swords. They're saying this is going to be a tough discussion. Nevertheless, I am showing up and I want to talk to you about it. So on the outset, it's very firm. I think it's because this person or somebody here is anticipating a difficult conversation. You think so? You think so, Chief? You think that might be a little difficult? Okay, but the point is, someone's like, I will not engage in the argument, but I anticipate frustration and pushback. But I won't indulge in it. I won't indulge in a fight. I won't do it. I won't do it. It's kind of like, I'm going to be brave. I'm going to take this one on the chin. I'm going to keep my emotions in check. There will be no arguments. And it's looking like at the Four of Wands is beneath you both. The idea is that you both more or less assume this point of position. So I don't know who opens the lines of communication, but somehow both of you managed to fall into that category of, okay, I can agree to communicate. And we're going to, somehow you both mutually agree on keeping the anger to a minimum, keeping the emotions in check. Cool level-headedness right there. I'm not saying it won't be tense. There will be tenseness underlying that communication, but you got to start somewhere, honey. I guess you got to start somewhere. So, like I said, as slow as it may be, you're just like completely hands off. Okay, you already made that clear to me. Options, etc. We've been over it, so I can't help but conclude it's this person who I said, I don't care how slow it is. They're still headed in the direction that is towards you. Basically, everything that wasn't said by this person, I don't know if they will finally make up for it. I don't know if they will finally return all the good emotionality that you expressed to them. I just know that you never got to have a chance really to thrive under whatever this relationship is. They did. But that's because they understood that you were honest when you said that you love them. That's going to be enough for anyone to thrive in a little bit. Bare minimum, make themselves feel better about them. You didn't get the same. So this is not very soft. It is not very romantic. It's not even very kind. But it does look like clearing up communication. I don't know if it warms up. Let's keep going. And like I said, you both kind of more or less agreed to not, or to at least keep your most negative reactions in check. Okay, let's see if that softens up a little bit. Three of Swords. Three of Swords. Show me that Three of Swords, please. Show me that Three of Swords. Show me that Three of Swords. Show me that Three of Swords. Show me that Three of Swords, please. Let me put it this way. If you had all thrived under their water, if they had returned it to you, you wouldn't be showing me half as much confusion and disillusionment. Okay? And what the hell was I doing? That's how I know that they benefited from your good feeling, but it wasn't returned. And then I also see the active rejection of what they knew or understood their words to be. Okay? Queen of Cups, the Hierophant. Okay. Okay, the energy softened up a little bit. We had the initial, oh. This is an interesting email. And the replies are a little stiff. No pun intended. They're a little stiff at first. I get it. But it does soften up. I was curious about that. I was really curious, does it soften up? The answer is yes. There is a commitment here with the Hierophant to ease the pain in the heart. So that's nice. It took time for this person, okay, the Wheel of Fortune, to show up in that space that's a little more dedicated to being more of a supporting, healing nature for your feelings than perhaps they were in the past. There's a much stronger appreciation and commitment to understanding them. Okay? And understand that you're an emotional being too, and that you were kind of wanting and neglected. Okay? There's the pain. So it's looking like you two are getting to the root of the problem. Okay? After the initial stiffness of that communication. The fuck is this? Who does this whole think he is? Or she is? And then we start to read it. You kind of give a stiff reply. Well, thank you. It's kind of like that. You see how it's going. But someone here is showing up with a dedicated, committed cause to easing the pain literally in the heart. Again, that kind of care and concern that perhaps you didn't get the first time or the last time. Okay. All right, let's see that Six of Cups, please. Let's see that Six of Cups. Show me that Six of Cups. Let's see that Six of Cups, please. Eight of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, the Hermit. Yeah, okay. So I'm seeing a lot more dedication as you two get a little bit better acquainted with each other at the emotional level, understanding each other's owies and how to apply ointment to the old wounds, when to change the bandages, the whole thing. I think this person has a loving, nurturing side. I think the last time you connected with it, you didn't have the opportunity to see it because they willfully shut it down despite how much you gave them, and they clearly thrived. You did not. You were left with confusion, pain, and disorientation. And you kind of harken back on yourself a lot as an individual about why did I? Because you love them, that's why. Let's get that out of the way. And in some time has passed with the Wheel of Fortune here, I must admit, and even their own energy is quite slow, but there's something in the admission of it that says, I know I'm supposed to be here, and I know I'm supposed to work through it, and that's all I'm getting from this. Why that dedication is here and not yesterday, I couldn't say. Why they want to change the course of events and how this was going, I couldn't tell you. Why now after whatever, I don't know. I really don't know, other than the fact that they are showing up and they are committed to understanding feelings and to heal the wounds between you two. And it's for a bare minimum out of sake of the connection and what it means. Okay. And there is uncertainty surrounding the solidity of this in the future, and that's what we're trying to shed light on here at the Hermit. And we have two earth power energies here, okay? And they both kind of mean business in their own respective rights. But whatever this soul bond is, it's getting stronger every day, okay? The confusion about what's here, why, and what the purpose was, Ten of Pentacles, to strip everything else away, it's a larger purpose, okay? The confusion about the larger purpose, our place in it, putting it off, procrastination, can't see it, don't know how to incorporate it into the 3D, we're healing that. The connection in and of itself is becoming clearer in the 3D. Okay. As we work on this between these two people, their sense of importance in each other's world is unfolding. It's magnifying. Okay. Let's see that Queen of Cups. It's nice to see your heart space back out in working order. Okay. Let's see that Queen of Cups. I know things kind of started on tough territory there, but like I said, you got to start somewhere. And you don't have to participate, guys. If you're done with this and you know it, and that's it, your job's done. I'm saying but one of many options here for the Aries I'm looking at, okay? I'm looking at the Aries who's like, oh, okay, I'll talk to this clown. All right. I got a couple of choice words, but you still trying to keep your anger out of it. They must have said something powerful enough to get your attention. Otherwise, I just know you wouldn't have responded. They had to have said something that gotten your freaking attention. I know you. I know you. I know you. Queen of Cups. Some of that Queen of Cups. Some of that Queen of Cups. I mean, honey, you're strongly motivated by war. Hello? You're ruled by planet Mars, but even you'll be like, is that war even worth it, though? I feel like I'd have a more successful war on planet whatever. I mean, honestly, Aries gets almost no credit sometimes when it comes to your own energetic participation. A developed Aries understands. This isn't worth it. I could be warring with 1,000 other countries and being just as successful. So they had to have said something to have gotten your attention. And I know you fought this as long as you could. Stayed in it as long as you could. That's what I mean by that. Queen of Pentacles, Justice, Page of Cups. That's what I'm saying. And now I've got two figures here. Their energy softened from a strong, a kind of masculine earth to a softer feminine earth. And you two are doing quite well. You're quite well. You're both balanced, the both of you. It's beautiful, actually. Very balanced. You both seem to be sharing an even heart space. And I know it seems small, but comparing to where you came from, no. To say that you both feel better about each other towards the end is amazing. Again, I'm not seeing the sexual energy. What I'm seeing is high levels of emotional motivation and for reasons of spiritual essence. Rising above what we failed to do last time, and this is what I need to do for me. And it goes very well. It goes very well. You two feel a lot better about each other than you did before. And that's all that matters. If someone's going to show back up into our lives, we need proof that things have changed or that we better understand. Otherwise, what's the point? We just end up repeating cycles. I don't see a repeating cycle with this person. I see everything that was not spoken is now being spoken. Okay. But no, the sexual energy, guys, isn't even on the table. No pun intended there either. Right now, all I'm seeing is a much, much better dedication to understanding what the hell happened in the interest of fixing it. I'm not saying you won't have sexy fun times with this person later, but for right now on the upfront, it's all about the fixing game. Okay. Understanding each other. The fulfillment of understanding each other at last, you know? That in and of itself. We have surrendering. Surrendering. Yeah, there it is. Surrendering one's truth, specifically, all that was withheld, as I said. Why is it so hard for this person to part ways with what they feel? It's there. I mean, I get it and I don't get it. To each his or her own about why they withhold, even though it's so strongly felt. But the surrendering, why is parting ways with this information so hard for this person? I'm glad that they did it. And it really allows some beautiful, deep healing, forgiveness, understanding, switching off, all that. I understand you, you understand me. And we're at peace with each other. And it's beautiful. That's going to take serious conversation and a level head to not get caught up in arguments, guys. But why is it so hard to surrender that information? Why? There's the misgivings. What should I have said? I should have said it. I should have said it right there on this person's face. You walked. That's you walking out the door. Okay? Based on what this person could not say, would not say, or do. There's only so much you can stick around and try and find out. Right? And she's sitting there with full regret. I should have, as soon as they're walking out the door, they're watching you walk out the door. You're telling them you're walking out the door. And right there, they're saying, I should have said it. 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 And they don't. They had every opportunity, you know. Why? I don't know. I've been doing this for years, and I will see people get verbally choked up, and I still don't get it. Sometimes it's like, how does that happen? And that's something I hope you two can discuss. Honestly, I do. Because they clearly thrived on what you felt. While you sat there and struggled and downplayed yourself and second-guessed yourself and said, I'm crazy, I'm stupid, love is stupid, why did I do this? What is it about them? You know? Anyway, triumph, dreams. Triumph. I don't know why, but that's not you. It's that person. Triumph, dreams. Everything they wanted to say or do, they do it in fantasy context towards you, in their fantasies and their dreams towards you, what they would have said or done. In their dreams or fantasies with you, they're the victor. This is what I would have said, this is what I would have done. I would have grabbed you by the shoulders and kissed you and just everything, and this is what I would have done, this is what I should have said. Right? But in the reality, they second-guessed themselves to death. They couldn't surrender the information. Oh, wow. Only in my dreams. No. The romantic feelings, I know, it was there, it was always there. The love, the romantic feelings, it was equal, but not spoken of. Past life relationship. Oh, I'm sure you too. Even if you don't believe in past life relationships, you don't have to, guys. The idea is that this is not your first rodeo with this person. It was building up, or it feels like you've experienced it with this person before. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah. Oh, gosh. You and Sag, yeah, went a little over with. That's okay. You both had interesting readings in April. Yeah. Oh. For some of you, April. Others of you, summer. And okay, somebody else had these exact same freaking cards. I don't remember who. I'm so sorry. And as you can see, these got shuffled. And I don't even remember how many readings ago that was. I'm sorry. Somebody had these exact same three. February, last February might have been important. Upcoming February, this April, and then this coming summer. Do it. Even at first, you're like, if this person has any common sense, like I'm saying here for the both of you, they will expect that little Aries. Kind of like that. We're like, I know. Yep. But do it. Some of you who choose to. That's some really interesting advice. Do it. Okay, it looks like there's much to be had if you choose to. But again, that's all at will. You don't have to. Okay? I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well.